I'm Little Quick, and today we're talking DRM and cloud gaming. So what's DRM and why do people hate it? Digital rights management, or DRM, refers to how companies that make or distribute games can control your use of them. DRM may keep you from copying, pirating, or otherwise doing things with a game they don't approve of. In its best form, it protects the interests of a company, prevents theft, and can keep cheaters and bad actors from ruining a multiplayer game for others. It's there to prevent people from illegitimately playing a game, either through piracy or to keep people out of games they've been banned from. But why do people hate it? Well, DRM is a problem for customers if it gets in the way of using that product for the people who actually bought it. Some games have experienced performance decreases from DRM. Sometimes faulty DRM prevents people from being able to play the games they've already bought. And that's the most frustrating part. I've been prevented from playing games I've paid for, often at launch by DRM intended to obstruct pirates. Diablo 3 was released to overloaded authentication servers that prevented most people from playing. As of today, games like Total War Warhammer 3 won't start unless you're online to authenticate that purchase. Recently, Microsoft's Xbox DRM servers went down, preventing their players from playing any of their games that required DRM for the entire weekend. DRM, which isn't necessary to allow the game to function, is a roadblock to thieves and other undesirables, but is generally hated by paying customers. Once a pirate gets around DRM by cracking or altering the program to no longer require it, it's less of a problem for them than it is for the paying customer. A criminal will come up with a plan to circumvent police officers, but a law-abiding citizen in no danger tries to avoid cops at all costs so they can just get on with their day. At its core, DRM is control. Control over the game you bought and a guarantee that you don't play or use it in a manner that the people who made it don't agree with. Many people rail against DRM because when you buy something, it should be yours to do with as you like, so long as it's for personal use. But that's not always what we agree to when we buy a game. So how is cloud gaming the end-all DRM? Pick up and play services like GeForce Now, Boosteroid, and PlayKey stream games without access to the game's code. Exclusive services like Luna, Blacknut, and Stadia do the same thing. These services run the game without you ever needing access to the files at all. Preventing access to the game files completely is the best protection possible. If the game is never run on a machine with the customer, there's no way to read that code, copy it, or otherwise alter the experience. It's the best DRM possible, and it does everything that DRM has ever wanted. Stops unpaid purchases, cheating, modding, and playing the game outside of the intentions of the developers, all without the obstructive code. The cloud connection itself is the control. There's no way around it. You can't reactivate or crack that code if your access has been taken away. You never had access to the game files in the first place. Such a controlled environment can have benefits. You can build a game knowing that anyone with that cloud service has the required hardware to run it. Another benefit is for competitive multiplayer games. Cheating becomes much more difficult. If there's only a video stream input to work with, it becomes harder to create cheats that auto-aim, allow you to see through walls, or otherwise give you an edge you weren't intended to have. Many cheating programs rely on network information and references to game code in order to interpret such data. While outlining the potentially good things you could do with cloud gaming as DRM is all fun, I'm a realist. I'm more concerned with how it's going to actually be used to protect the interests of those producing games, or the cloud services themselves. Many cloud services can already function like the perfect form of DRM. Keep it tuned right here to the only place you can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle. Little Quick out.